morning and welcome to Rangers Radio. Join myself, Fox, here on the show this morning is my good friend Fox. How you doing, Fox? Wide awake? You been for a jog and that this morning, sorted yourself out?
No, even been as far as the toilet yet, mate. It's a bit early for me.
I believe you've got the team, mate.
I do indeed. The Rangers team for today against Ross County is McGregor in goal, a back four of Taverner, Goldson, Balogun and Bassey, a midfield three of Kamara, Davis and Aribo, and up front we've got Kent, Ruth and Morelos. On the bench we've got John McLaughlin, Borna Barisic, Nathan Patterson, Hadji, Zunga, Barker, Arfield, Defoe and Itten.
Once again, I don't think anybody's got the team right, because I think everybody was on the show had the same back five yet. So Baffy's come in for Barisic. The midfield, I think some people got that, and that was the popular front three. I would say that's what top front three is we sit today, Fox.
Aye, without doubt, top pick. First names on the team sheet up front are Kent, Bruce and Morelos. Mm-hmm. So a really strong team. We're no messing about today. And we're going up there to take the 3 points and come back down the road very happy, we hope.
Up there with our strongest team for you?
Well, with the exception of Bassey, I would say, for Barisic, I would say that's as strong as it gets.
Okay, I think what we'll do is we'll open up the phone lines for people to join us and also for the ones that slept in. So what's the number, Fox?
The number is 0141 356 1972.
Or join us at Skype at RangersRadio.online. We've been on the call with Old School Blue, who's working the technicals. Phone in, hang up, and we will phone you back. We've been joined by a caller right away.
Who's that? Who's that, do you think? You still...
Maybe we'll know. Oh, well. Will we give him one more chance?
We'll just go ahead. Carry on the programme. He'll join us when he's ready.
All right, so
Is that me you're speaking to?
Hi.
Oh, sorry, chaps. I thought you'd said 11:30 this morning, believe it or not. I just realised, no, I didn't.
No, we never mentioned 11:30. 12 o'clock kick-off,
okay,
mate.
Okay, bud, no problem.
Have you seen the team?
I have not. I'm just going to Twitter now.
Fox will give you.
The team is Alan McGregor in goal, a back four of Taverner, Goldson, Balogun and Bassey, a middle three of Kamara, Davis, Aribo, and up front Kent, Roof and Morelos.
Kent, Roof and Morelos.
So the big talking point will be Bassey for Barisic, I suppose, eh?
Well, I think, honest opinion, I would have said that's quite a wise move with the gaffer.
What do you think his rationale with Bassey? Do you think maybe Barisic has got a small knock, or just rotation, or maybe they're a bigger physical team? Any thinking, Fox?
I can only think, honestly, that he's been very wise in handling Barisic. He does tend to have a couple of niggles here and there, and he's just playing on the safe side. Calvin Bassey isn't a big letdown for Barisic, young and proven player, and I think he's quite the favourite with some of the Rangers players, and the Rangers support, I should say.
A cult player, Bridge.
Oh, absolutely. What a player. You know, I think the manager's done a wise thing. It's a wise thing. Whether it's the right thing or not, I don't know. But I think Bassey's knocking on the door. I really do think Bassey's knocking on the door. And this is going to be another great chance for him to show what he's got. They're a big, rough and tumble team, based on what I've seen anyway. I don't mean Rangers, I mean them. So I think Bassey's quite a good move. It gives Barisic rather a wee bit of a rest leading up to Thursday. That's the way I feel about it.
Looking at the substitutions, we haven't. He's covered also for the centre half, Fox, so I'm quite surprised he started like that. Unless if we get an injury to any either Goldson or Balogun, he'll just swap
He'll
there.
run one. I think Bridges making his dinner, would you? That would make sense, Fox. He's on the park cover, if you know what I mean, yeah?
Aye, without a doubt. I thought he'd done quite well when he played there the other week there in the Falkirk game. I thought he didn't let MD down at centre half. So it's probably a position he can play quite easily in the future.
He's a big unit, Fox. I mean, he's a big strong boy. What is he, 20? You know, and he's short.
I think he's 21 round about Christmas time, actually.
You know, I'll have a look and see what age he is, mate. But look, he's come in. He's getting first team football. He's not let us down, so hopefully he continues that today, mate. Yeah.
Aye, I think he'll be rampant down the left-hand side. He's no slow in getting forward, so maybe see a wee goal at him a day. And if we get a free kick, we can always bring Barisic on anyway, just like the American National Football League, you know, bring him on and half for free kicks.
All right, we've been joined by Andy for Leeds. Morning, Andy.
Good morning, guys. Everybody okay?
Good, mate. Good.
All right, Andy, boy.
Yeah. All right, Foxy boy. I think that's not a bad team, strong enough. I don't mind Barisic being Bassey being in there because you're a bit physical there, and I think that guy could handle that kind of game. I think, to be honest with you, somebody so young, I think he's as good as defender as Barisic. Not the good going forward stuff and all that, but I think he's as good as him. I think he's a better defender. So I'm quite happy with that. You know, the more chances this boy keeps getting, if he keeps progressing the way he's going, I think we've got a good one in that. I think his stock will go right up there. He's a good player, big unit, hard to get round, get stuck in. Seems to do the simple thing. No, I'm quite good with that. And then the team going forward, I think it's good. And I think the bench is no bad as well. We come out with the right attitude, like you said the other night there. There should only be one winner. So I'm quite happy with that, definitely.
He keeps you a threat going forward that Barisic, doesn't he? I mean, he's a Breamser and Breams pass and bulldozes him, whereas he's more a Rolls Royce Barisic. But he's going to throw you more goals in the box.
Aye, you know? Aye. Definitely. I mean, there's no argument going forward that, you know, with his crossing and his free kicks and all that. But I'm old kit style. Like, I like a guy that's going to get stuck in. And in a game like this today, they're going to kick and gouge and everything. I don't think Massey will be out of place there. I think it's a good move. I think Stevie G's picked I think he's been quite clever there, you know. And if it goes wrong or out like that, he's got Barisic to come back on. So, yeah, I quite like that. Physicality you're going to need for these games. You know, these are the games that we go in that are going to win as a league, or will win the league, going up to these places, standing up tall and getting them sorted. And you'll look back and go, yeah, they were the ones that you took out. Because the ones that were expecting to win, or the way we're playing at the moment that we're winning, they take care of themselves. But this game today could be tousy. If we get round about and get the first goal early doors and the second one, you know.
It's quite funny what one result can do, Fox. Their form is the worst in the league at the moment. In the league, they started okay, but obviously they've that cup game last week, and everybody's looking at the game differently.
They did an easy tie in the last round and won that. But in the league, they've failed to win in the last 5 league games. They've lost to Motherwell, Dundee and Kilmarnock, and had draws at home against Hibs and Livingston. So, as you say, the league form isn't exactly top-notch, but they seem to step it up when they're playing. We've had some real tussles with them, have we not?
Aye. I'll be interested to see it pans out. So, you might give us a team for people who's just joined us, Fox? Fox, got the team?
Can I get that? McGregor, Tavernier, Goldson, Balogun, Bassey, Kamara, Davison, Aribo, Kent, Ruffin, Morelos. Substitutes: McLaughlin, Barisic, Patterson, Hadji, Zungu, Barker, Arfield, Defoe and Itten. So that's 2 changes, yeah?
Aribo coming in and Bassey coming in. He says he's going to watch in Arfield and maybe Davis. So I think that everybody will be thinking, Andy, that he goes out to get the job done, and then maybe Zunga could come on for the last half an hour.
Yeah, that would be my way of thinking. I'd like us to go up there, with a positive attitude that we've had just of late there, and try and get a couple of early goals here. I don't want it to be tight here because, he's usually played rugby against them. Some of the tackles that's been put on the Rangers players over the last 2 years, especially up there. Remember the one round the neck? And, so I think, we could get about them, come out solid on them, get a couple of goals. Well, the way they're playing, it's what mood we're in. If we get up that and we're right up for it, we could go and get the big score. But I'd quite willingly take a Bridgeman today, as long as we get out there, get this W chopped off, another game out of the way, then go forward. But yeah, I'm not sure. Zonga, I don't know, could he? Yeah, maybe you're right there. Yeah. If we get off started well there and get him on again, get more game time in his legs. I'm not quite sure about him yet. I'm not nothing disrespectful to him right enough. He seems to get around the park quite a lot in that.
We've not seen enough of him to judge.
Not seen enough, but that's what I'm meaning, But yeah, I can see that. I can see what you said there. Definitely, yeah. Go with that.
Bridgeman, I think it's all about if we move the ball and pass the ball like we do. I don't think they'll live with us.
If we play our game, as we know we can, and this is what we were saying for the last couple of nights there. This is what we need to do. We need to go up there and we need to play our game and be the best at it, and we'll win the game. We must win the game. If we don't, then as their neighbours across the city found out against this team, if you're not at your best, they'll take you apart, they'll beat you, and we can't afford that. Be up there, every single one is up and in, and do the business. Come on, the Rangers.
People want to join us. What's the number, Bridge?
The number's 0141 356 1972.
Or join us at Skype at RangersRadio.online. If you phone in, hang up and we will phone you back. I'm looking forward to the game, and as Andy rightly says, Fox, get a W in the column and move on.
Just because of the result last week, people tend to think that this is going to be a hard game. But I think we should easily run over the top of Ross County. As I say, the form isn't great apart from that win last week. And I think we've got too much quality to stumble up there. I think we'll win this game comfortably.
You're here. I tend to agree with you, You got a lot of noise for you, Andy.
That's not me, pal.
No, but I think some were getting interference with the caller with rap with the record on, but all right. Sorry, mate. If we play, we win, Bridgeman. If we play, we win. Simple.
Absolutely, but absolutely, it's been like that for most of the season, and the way we've been playing. Turn it on. What's going on?
I think somebody's got the show on, I think, Andy. That's you, mate.
Are you sure?
Aye.
It's gone now.
Are you sure, like? I've got the Wayne on the other side right enough, but I'll get no show.
We can hear the Wayne and all.
Right, I'll shut the door. Right, is that better?
Tie the way to the seat.
I hear it in the seat right enough.
Very good.
Is that better?
Aye. They're so sensitive for this stuff, mate. You can never hear it. Ask Bridge, she's an expert on it.
Oh my goodness.
If we play with win, Andy, Davis, good to see Aribo getting a start. I think we've managed him coming back for his injury brilliantly, considering the first few games of the season he was arguably our best player.
I think Aribo should be in the team all the time, right enough. Shuggs is wax lyrical about it.
How you doing, boys? You all right? Hello.
When you go on.
Well, carry on.
Who, me? Oh.
Aye, carry on.
Right, yeah, I like Aribo. You see, my midfield would be Aribo, Davis and Jack. You know, when they're all fit. That's the three that I would have in the middle there. I think that would be a very strong midfield. Now, if Davis tired a wee bit out like that, and you've got whoever you want to put alongside him. I'm gutted. No Jack for 2 weeks. I've been climbing the walls, man.
I'll be honest with you. I've nothing to back this up. I just think we're doing the right thing. But Jack, I think if it was Tousey Games and it was a year ago or 2 years ago, Jack might be playing. I think they're doing the right thing by him, mate.
Yeah, well, I totally agree with that. As I said to Shugs there a few weeks back, like I said, what worries you? I think he's got a constant problem with that knee that we don't know to the full extent. And I said I don't think he'd do a long career if we kept playing him the way we were playing him, because he kept breaking down with that knee. So you're totally right on that. I just think he gives us that dig in the kind of games light enough. But I know we've got other players. We all have our favourites, and obviously Jack's mine, like, you know. And but yeah, and that what you just said there on the game today, definitely, because it could be smoothing through and bring him into the really big games that we need him for. You know, could even extend his career in that kind of way, couldn't it? Really, like what you just said there. Totally agree with that. Yeah.
Bridgman.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't agree 100% with the actual lineup. Your midfield there. I would prefer Arfield in the midfield, to be perfectly honest with you, at the present moment on form. But I do. I'm a big fan of Jack. I'm a big fan, and somewhere along the line, I think we're going to have to, when he comes back, we're going to have to make some choices, serious choices, because I think Ryan Jack's a brilliant sort of defensive midfielder for me. I just like he is. I think he is. But at the moment, Arfield would be my midfield. But I'll always go with the manager, always.
I get it. I think we've been joined by Scott. How are we doing, Scott?
I'm all right, Oxchair. How are you? All good,
right,
guys.
What do you think on the team, mate?
I thought maybe Barisic, he's done he's played a lot of games. Same with Arfield. Arfield's been excellent. Probably one of our best players. But I don't really think weakens the team. Nice, good to see Aribo back. Get his runs to midfield and that, and obviously Bassey's been playing, so I've been very, very impressed with him. So I think we can make 3 or 4 changes now, 5 changes, and weaken the team at all. So I am happy with the team.
And you've also got the bonus, Scott. You've got 5 substitutes, eh?
Aye, that's right. And the subs bench is strong as end now, like, you know. So we've got the 5 changes we can make. So no, I'm very happy with the team, Ox. Everything's been going great for the Rangers, so it's been a great wee spell. So just another 3 points a day and keep the run going and get another, hopefully, 3 points ahead of them before they play it.
Here, mate. Here.
It's all good in the camp now, you know, so just need to keep the foot in the gas and keep ahead, keep this momentum going.
Keep winning, mate. Keep winning.
That's it. If we keep winning, we can do absolutely nothing about it. So I'm loving it now, Ox, like every other and will be.
Keep winning, and even if we do better than the result, Andy, bizarrely, even if they do manage to, if we can better it, we're still improving the goal difference.
Yeah, well, the goals, is good for morale of the team and everything else, and we score more than them. But you see, I also look at it this way: the Rangers win today. Obviously, was what we're out in, and they're under massive pressure. There's a given doubt that they could drop a couple of points, because whichever way you look at it, they're on they have to go on a 8-9 game run now. They're on a no-lose football. So I can't see them doing that. And I mean, just at the moment, they're a soft touch. They can't defend. So anybody that wants to have a go at them, there's chances there. If we keep winning, it puts a massive pressure on them. And it's like, if Rangers win today, it doesn't matter what they do, they're still going to be disappointed because they've closed no ground in. So it's a psychological thing in their head as well. Just keep winning, and we put the pressure on them. It's as simple as that. It's easy football, really, if you work it out. We're in the position. There's only us that can blow it now.
8 games we've got to play in 25 days or something. 24 days. We've got a lot of football coming our way, Scott.
I was looking at the fixtures last night. I think the next 11 league games, not including the St Mirren game, we'll get 7 away from home. I think including the St Mirren Cup game, we'll get 8 away from home and 8 away from home and 4 at home. So we'll get a testing period. But the way we are playing, Ox, if we play the way we're playing, maybe they'll get in our way. We'll just keep going. There's nobody will touch us the way we're playing now. And I was the most thing I was pleased about the other night is we went behind twice, and we didn't play that good. We certainly played good in the second half, I thought, but we still won the game, and that was really pleasing for me, like, you know. But if we keep playing the way we're playing, nobody will touch us. I don't think so.
We joined by Gary. Morning, Gary.
How we doing, gents? You okay?
Morning. Everybody's fine. Fox's. I think he's sorting his sausage back pudding, potato scones as we speak. How are you?
Yes. I'm good, mate. I'm good. I'm at work. I'm getting replaced by the wife in about 20 minutes' time to go home and watch a football.
All right, Bridgeman. You don't get money like that, do you?
That's amazing. We're writing that down. I'll tell you, we're writing that one down.
No, we're on our own little business. So,
that what you're meaning? Yeah. Right, okay, pal.
Aye.
What kind of business is it, Gary? You know what I'm asking?
It's a virtual reality entertainment centre that I opened.
I remember you saying that
a year ago.
Virtual reality, yeah.
Yes. Aye. It's new. It's a new cinema. But anyway, I think it's good. I think Bassey coming in is good. It keeps the squad fresh, doesn't it? It shows boys that if you play well and you do well and you train well, you'll get your chance. It doesn't mean Barisic is out the team totally. He's no dropped. It just means Bassey gets a wee chance to come in against a team that we should be able to get him game time. And I think Artfield just drops out because of the amount of hard work that he's put in. And Davis comes back in. So I think it's brilliant. Ruth keeps his place because of the hard work that he's put in. That'll keep him happy. And you've got a very strong bench. I don't see the downside at all. I think it's great.
No, I think when there was a couple of European games there, but maybe we looked at the bench and we thought, is your squad as strong as we would have liked? But then when you look today at the bench, you've got obviously you've got McLaughlin internationals, Barrett internationals, Patterson, young boy, Hadji internationals, Sungo internationals, Arfield, Defoe and Itten have all played international football. So you've got 7 internationals on there along with Patterson and Barker. So without Ryan Jack and Philip Palandra. So it's not as bad as we think, but obviously if you like all teams, if you get too many injuries, it can weaken you, Andy.
Oh, definitely. Well, that's what they're there for, right enough. I mean, you're not worrying them now, right enough, because they've all got a set play. The system as it stands now, even whoever's sitting on the bench, they just slot in because they're all running in the one direction. They all know what they've got to do. The game plan's set there, so it doesn't affect the team. But we'll all get injuries, but whereas the 2 years back there, if we got injuries, or some of the team go, what we're going to do here? Who's going to come out of the bench? But you're not worried now. Even if you get 2 or 3 injuries, there's quality on the bench that we can fit into that team. And the young boy Patterson and all, he wants to be looking in the direction of Bassey. Because Bassey's getting a few shots here, so if Patterson gets his head down, watches what Bassey do, he could have a good right back there to get a cover going forward for Tavernier. So
I tell you, that boy
it's all good in the team there. It's all good.
He was unlucky with the self-isolation. I do believe he played last week,
Yeah, that's what I was my thinking as well. But yeah, I think, to be honest with you, I think it's all good. Good players on the bench, it's strong. We'll go forward. This now we're watching it. We can go on and win this league, get the first couple of trophies that we're after. It could be good going forward here, and we'll all be having, if we do manage to win the league, get into the Champions League, some of our players, like we said before, in the team, they'll be gone because we'll have to bring in better quality to the bigger higher standard that we'll have to go in the Champions. We're not at the Champions League game.
Before that,
we're not ready for them.
Before we do that, we need to
win the trophies. Yeah. Oh, definitely. I mean, it's one game at a time. That's all I look at it. But every time we go out, if we get a W, it's a dagger in their heart. So keep going. Do what we're doing. Come out with the right attitude. If we get the right attitude, we'll be okay. In any game we play, I genuinely believe that.
Scott, the front three, obviously Morelos, his goal scoring form hasn't been top. He's done some good work for the team. I'd like him to get a goal today just for confidence. The front three is up a top front three for you.
I would say that I was amazed at that start with Ruth. Runs more than Tavernier. I couldn't believe that. But that's the front three now. I think Morelos, he never had a great game the other night, but I think when that guy scores a goal, you can see he just lights up. But as soon as he scores a goal, so take any, even some off his backside. But every goal scorer gets through a wee lean patch, but he's still been contributing to the team. But Morelos to get a goal would be great for him. I think it would boost him on because when he comes off, you always see him. If he's not scored, he's always in one of any moods. I've seen him sitting the other night with a pathetic lip again. But I think mean, you know, Morelos has got quality, so we know he'll come good. As I say, if he can just get a goal, but I think that's our top three now, I would say.
I know some people don't like that. I'll go to Fox with this. I know some people don't like it, but Morelos wears his heart on his sleeve. That's his character. You can't change that.
He's a winner, mate, and doesn't like to be substituted. People think that's a bad reaction. I think it's a good reaction, a bit like Ali McCoist. Can I just say on the medical thing when we were talking about Jack, did we know recently bring in state-of-the-art medical equipment that can foresee long-term injuries, and maybe we're being a bit more smarter than most teams, where we're saving players for long-term injury by spotting early if they've got a wee niggle, etc.
Do you think they'll let Rangers Radio use that equipment, folks?
Aye. And also on another point, remember, guys, you can buy the Rangers ladies game today, kicks off at 3 o'clock against Motherwell. If you happen to have a spare couple of bob and the time at 3 o'clock this afternoon, it's Rangers v Motherwell.
Anyway, we've been joined by Big Al, the global ambassador. How are we doing, big man?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
Right, mate, all right. Is this a decent time for you as a kick-off?
I've got a holiday weekend here this weekend, so I'm after Tuesday. Lovely. The front three, how better the front three would be if Morelos was scoring goals. How better the team would be if Morelos has scored goals. So he's playing against one of the lesser teams today. Surely he has to try everything he can get a goal.
Get on the sheet.
I want my strikers to be scoring goals. Like, you're not a striker if you're not scoring goals. He should go on the aftermath of the day, hopefully, and that kicks him on, because if he is scoring goals with the way the rest of the team is performing, it's unstoppable, isn't it? It's a juggernaut. It's not a train, man. It's a juggernaut.
Well, I get your point, mate. I think it'd be good for the team. Good for him, his confidence to score goals, but I think it would be good for the team as well.
Yes, that's right.
But we had that game where we scored 8 and 4 at Ibrox, and Defoe and Morelos never scored a goal at 12. That was unbelievable.
No, but good teams are built around good strikers, I think. I know we're playing well, and I'm not want to put it down or anything. But he is, we all say he's our main striker. The main striker that's not scoring goals. Or
so
he's not scoring as many goals as we like.
If he started getting goals, that would improve his by what, 5%?
Oh, no, 10%.
10%, all right.
If he's barring goals week in, week out, man, and you're getting the goals that are coming through the centre halves, the midfielders, things like that. And just on Jack, I don't think we miss Jack. I don't think there's an issue there.
It's a blend, isn't it? I mean, people go their favourite, but when we play well, my midfield play well. If Davis and Aribo play well, you don't miss Jack.
You don't miss and if Davis was there and Jack was there and Jack was playing well, you wouldn't miss Davis, or you wouldn't miss Aribo. So it's a team ethos. I think they're all pulling in the right direction, which is very good for us.
Scott and then Gary Morelos, Big Al reckons he starts scoring and improve our team by 10%.
I think absolutely, Alex. If you're striking, I mean, if you think, as you said there, we're scoring. Look at the goals we're scoring now, and look at the goals he scored last year. So if he starts scoring goals again, I think
we've scored 67 goals so far this season.
And I don't know off the top of my head. Morelos scored maybe
seven, maybe
seven.
I was going to say about 6. So if he gets up to the form he was scoring last year, as Big Al says, we will be a juggernaut. We'll be winning games 10 and 11, nothing, no 8, nothing.
I love it. I love it. Gary?
I mean, I've got a bit of a different take on it. We all want our striker to score goals, don't get me wrong, but I think he's got a lot more to his game than just putting the ball in the back of the net. He's shown that now. The amount of he comes across as a selfish player in the past. Stevie G's first season, I think he got sent out 5 or 6 times in Stevie G's first season, and that's not happening now. So he's a lot less selfish now and doesn't think about himself a lot. You still see that coming out when he gets substituted, but I think he's a hell of a player. I think he's actually added value to himself because he's shown he can score if that's the the role that he's given to stay within the 6-yard box, or the width of the 6-yard box, and be the focal point. He can do that job. But now what he's shown to anybody that watches him out with Rangers is that he can actually play the link-up game. He can slow the play down when it goes up to him by drawing the foul. He's actually involved in a lot of the goals. He's maybe not getting the assist because he doesn't play the final ball, but he is involved in a lot of the build-up play and link-up play and getting the ball out wide and switching the play. He does a lot for the team. And see, as long as he's doing that and we're scoring elsewhere, I'm happy. And I'm sure that's the same with all you guys. I know what you're saying. You just want him to score more goals, but you only need one goal to win it. Honestly, if we're keeping clean sheets, and I'm happy with that. As long as we take the 3 points, I'm a happy bear. That's all I have.
Fox, you're a big fan of Morelos.
I am indeed. We keep comparing him to Bobby Firmino at Liverpool, who doesn't score a lot of goals, but when he's fit, he's never out of that side. And Morelos is playing that sort of role for me, dropping deep. The central defenders have got to keep their eye on him. Well, Ruth and Kent are getting in behind him. Scotty Arfield's coming for deep. So he takes defenders out the game to allow others to get in and score. And I think that's what's been happening this season. I think he's playing the role.
Do you think Fox, that kind of new role that you just described there, he'll be happy with that?
Well, he's doing it for the team, mate. I think that's a change in attitude now. I think when he's taken off now, I think he thinks he's playing well. And I think he plays well in that role. He does always want to get his goal. You know what like he is, you know?
I'm going to go to Andy. Andy, what's the bets today, mate?
Well, I've not seen any yet. Like I've just texted the son-in-law there to go for a 5-0, 5-1 and 5-2. I think it'll be a steady 2-0, but they're my crazy ones. Like, but I've not seen any. I don't think you're not getting nothing for them odds at all. You know, it's not worth. It's not worth it.
5-0. I think I seen somebody saying 5-0. It was about 8-1. That's ridiculous, isn't it?
Oh, that's ridiculous if that's the price. Like, I mean, he's on some kind of app.
You've got some odds today are 5 with Unibet. You're getting 5-1 Ruth as first goal scorer. Rangers to win half time, full time 7-10, and Rangers to win 5-0, 14-1.
Fuck, that's nothing.
Well,
that's nothing, is it?
No.
That's fantastic figures. That absolutely fantastic figures. Unbelievable stuff. Unbelievable.
There's no good.
The away team.
There's no good prices, mate.
No, no snobs, but it's fantastic. I don't mean fantastic as good. It's fantastic. The away team's 5-1, basically 1-5 to win. Wow.
Aye, basically that's what you said, Fox, was it?
Basically, that is the odds, yes.
Aye.
Unbelievable.
I think
the bookies are never wrong, have they?
Quite a good bet is 70-10 for his half time and full time. I would take that if it was a bookies near me.
You find it, well, just open up an account here. I'll send you my account. You can put
I couldn't be trusted with an account. I'd be betting every day, mate. I'd be skinting a fortnight.
70-10, half time, full time. I suppose that's the way you would go, Andy, wouldn't it? If you were trying to buy some money back in the Rangers rather than.
Yeah, that's. I mean,
to be ahead full time, half time, isn't he?
We'll see. Lads, as you know, I just go for the crazy score bets. I always put the logical one on that thing. Like, but last season, you 5-0 away or something like that, you get something like 40-1. You know, and you're getting nothing. You're lucky if you're getting 8, 9, 10. It's not worth the hassle.
Victims of our own success. Victims of our own success.
Aye.
This is the start of what is this? This is 4 away games in a row. Is that right? We've got today, away in Poland, away to Dundee United, then away to Smyrna. So 4 away games in a row. Let's get this one done. Scott, get it chopped off and move on.
Move on, aye. The one I was looking at there was Tavernier. For a right back, it was 74 to score at any time for a right back. Some strikers only that price to score any time, not me.
It's shocking, isn't it?
74 for your right back to score any time. He's 11-2 to score a first goal.
Gary Stevens, who was a smashing right back, was 74 to score in his whole career.
Yes.
He was a good right back as well.
Rangers must be the most popular team that gets betted, you know, for these odds. This is crazy. Just crazy odds. A right back, 74. Unbelievable.
Are we guys? Are we definitely on the wind down now? If you like, to the 55, is it just a matter of time this season?
No, we're nowhere near that, Al.
You don't think so? No.
Nowhere near that.
You only want to say it, but I can. You definitely. You'll be like you'll be in front of the mirror, man. You know it's happening this season, didn't you? You know it's happening.
I've been a bit wrong.
It feels good, but it's closer than people think, man. Honestly,
I have to say, guys, Big Al's been saying this since the start of the season. This is our season. We're going to win it. Don't take in enough envy. We're going to win 55.
I just see talking to other guys that talk about football at my work, and just wee comments that they've mentioned, all the jungle gyms, or the Irish boys there. They mention nothing now. They mention nothing now except sharks, something about sharks, things like that. So I think it's definitely, we're just on the wind up. I'd just hopefully we get to the end of the season sooner rather than later, and drags out and in the bag.
I think this December will go a long way in deciding it. Scott, 8 games. Well, obviously there's 2 of them in Europe and one League Cup tie. But when we finish this one, we'll play 20 league games. We'll be over the halfway stage.
I think if we get it, I'm looking to say we'll get 3 away games at Motherwell, Aberdeen and Hibs in January as well, you know, so that's the kind. I don't know how we managed to get all these. We seem to this magic computer seems to bring all these fixtures.
The supercomputer.
I mean, we've got 8
John
away games.
to make me worth a tenner a day.
We've got 8 away games out of 12. How the hell can they work that out? I don't know. Honestly, it's bizarre to me. But January looks. If we can get through this, and you say we'll get 4 away games, one's in Europe. And as I said, but January's the month. I think if we get by that, and we're still in the same position, I think the bunting and that'll be getting looked at. I think, Oaks.
Well, I think we'll need to get new bunting. I think that bunting that's put up. We need to get new stuff.
New bunting. But by that time we could be 25 points clear, right enough. But you never know.
Well, you never know. I don't think we're that. I don't think we're there yet to start ordering in the moe. You know what I mean?
No, you'd be on anyway, would you know?
And with a funny support, we're quite confident going to Benfica and getting a result, beating Standard Liège and teams like that. We're confident, but against teams like Ross County and Hibs away or whatever it is, we seem to think that we're going to get beat. This is a bloody good team we've got this season. I'm confident we've got the players and the skill and the creativity to beat most teams, every team in fact, in the Premier League.
Right, that's it. I'm moving you from being a donkey up to a wise man. You're getting moved up.
Got yourself, Fox. You'll be promoted.
You're right, mate. You're right. It's just that Scottish football. We know what these teams do. They'll battle. They'll harry. They'll low block. So nothing each at half time. They'll try and keep it tight. And if they get enough in each draw, it's a moral victory for them.
But we've played against tough defenders in Benfica, mate. We played against tough defenders on Thursday night against Standard Liège, and they're a higher quality than Ross County, etc.
Open game of football.
See what I've noticed, because most days I can only listen to the playback, and you know what none of you have been speaking about, and you spoke about it for 6 months. Last season you spoke about it for... None of you have mentioned that teams playing against us with a low block, high block. Everyone's positive in regards to us dominating games. See, like Fox says, I think we can dominate the rest of the season. Just no matter who we play.
Oh, he's right. I hope you're right, big man.
Go on yourself.
Are you coming out for this party?
I'll try. I might have one here, man.
We're all invited then.
I'll go to Admiralty House down in Sydney.
Admiralty House.
But I think we're able to dominate the teams but nobody, I've noticed that in the shows, nobody spoke about that, we're playing against a low block, because we've not let ourselves down as a team.
Oh, well,
I don't know where it's came from. It's took Tavernier 5 years to get into this type of form, and it's came at the right time.
How's the game going today, Bigger? How's the game going today?
Oh, it's a Rangers win, whatever. It's a Rangers win.
How's the game going today, Gary?
Well, since you're talking about it, I've just been on the Ladbrokes website, have a look at the odds, and the bookies are hardly ever wrong, are they? Let's be honest, and it's all pointing in one direction, and that's a Rangers win. So
what's your prediction?
I'm with them.
What's your prediction?
Well, my prediction's a win, but I think we can take them apart. That's what I'm saying. I think we can put down another marker. We've done Celtic 2-0. I think we can go out and get 3 or 4.
All right, okay. Scott?
3-0 Ox.
Right, mate.
And the front three scorers, front three to score goals.
Oh, I like that. Andy?
I'm going for a steady 2-0 win. Just get the job done. Get out of there, and I'll take that. 2-0 for me.
I'm going for a 3-0 win.
Okay, I'm going for one more than that. I'm going for 4. There you go.
I've got a shocker for you.
I'm not even going to ask you, mate.
I've got a shocker for you. I'm going for 1-0. And can I just say this, guys? Last season, when they got 13 points ahead of us, they told the world we'd never catch them. We'll never catch. They'll never catch us. Give us a title. Give us a title. I remember the press conference, wee Lennon. If the season's called, they can't do anything else but give us it. Well, there you go. Today, win the game, and for a wee short period of time, you're 14 points ahead of them. Unbelievable. Give us a title.
Pressure they're going to be under, by the way. Oh, jeez.
We're a Rolls Royce and they're a stock car. I read that this morning.
You read that? Listen, lads, thanks for joining us. Bridgeman, give us a wee shout out, mate.
Oh, what can I say? The guys have got to do it today. Come on, Reggie, you've got to do it. To all the Rangers fans all over the world, in particular Rangers fans on here on Rangers Radio, every single one is we're going to watch us today. 1-0 for the Rangers at least. 3 points on the table. Well done. Keep it going for the Rangers, everybody. Keep it going, because they need us.
Can I thank Big Al for Australia, Andy, Gary and Scott, and of course Bridgeman and Fox, All School Blue for doing the technicals. This has been Rangers Radio. We'll be back approximately 15 minutes after the final whistle, celebrating a Rangers victory. Take it away, All School Blue.
Live it up.